Did you push it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, damn it, I fucked up.
Alright,
Go.
Boom.
And with that crack, welcome to Nasty Asylum.
Boom. I am back, motherfucker.
Jose
it's been a while.
Jose is in the trailer with myself and Doug.
Swimming in the AIDS and sexual diseases flying around in this trailer.
So,
a little much.
It is a little much. You tell me.
I didn't deserve that.
For knowledge right now, Joe is probably going to be out for an episode or two longer.
Just a little bit.
You know, taking care of his health. And
shit like that. You
so,
know, it's Joe.
If you're a Joe fan somehow, yeah,
Supposed to be.
it's a joke.
You're
It's a joke.
fucking joke. You're
It's a joke. He knows it. So he'll be back. We're just giving him a couple episodes off to work on his health, like I said. So, hey man, been a while. How you been?
Yeah, I mean, I've been great. I feel like I've been out of the loop for, like 12 episodes you guys been going on doing without me?
No, it's been like me and Doug did one.
Well,
Yeah.
like 3, maybe 3, 2.
I dropped the one episode because we couldn't record that week, and me and Doug did the other one.
True.
Oh, so you've only missed like 3 episodes.
3, yeah.
Quit being a bitch about it.
Listen, guys, I want to be into this. I'm sorry.
You got it. You're in it. You're here. You're in the
I'm
trailer.
here. I'm now. I'm back.
We are going to be trying some new stuff today, so I hope
Yeah.
people enjoy the new things. So,
All right. Shall we get started?
Yeah, man, what we got?
We got my man. So the story is.
I think we should maybe, since we're introducing all these new things, what is my man? Yeah, Dave,
right,
can we
Dave.
hit him with
So,
what is my man?
My
Before I
man would
jump
be,
into that.
because there's 2 different ways to say my man to someone. Minimum of 2.
Ooh, that's glorious.
So
Sorry.
You're welcome.
there's the minimum of 2. Like, when a friend of yours does something awesome, you're just like, my
Oh,
man.
man.
Or if you're Jose and you're drunk in a bar, you think some dude's acting a fool, and you're like, my man.
We
Fuck!
got a problem here.
Respectfully so.
Oh,
So-
no, not at all.
It was not respectful.
So that's the gist of my man.
It was savage. I mean, Dave knows how I get.
So what do we got, man?
All right, so we got 2 my man stories. So we'll start off with 12-year-old. 12-year-old.
I'd rather do the good one
All
first.
right. So 12-year-old saves a grandpa having a stroke. I don't know if you read upon it.
This was actually a really good story.
Okay, so I'll kind of read a little bit. So it happened in Southborough, Massachusetts. A 71-year-old Massachusetts man is recovering from a stroke he suffered while driving on a major highway. A doctor says that he had his 12-year-old grandchild. Oh, he had his grandchild. I think Benjamin. Well, that's the name. Benjamin Bubis. I'm probably chopping it up.
What's up, Bubbers?
Call him Bubbles.
Bubbles. Alright, Bubbles. B Bubbles. A 7th grader from Canton was on his way to soccer practice on Tuesday on Interstate 495 when his grandfather Boris suddenly stopped talking. Says
So,
he knew something. Yeah, go ahead.
It was my understanding reading that article. The grandpa had a pretty decent stroke while they were driving down the highway. And heads up for the 12-year-old. I mean, for a 12-year-old, so heads up.
My man.
My man
Yeah.
Shouts out
grabbed
my
the
man.
steering wheel and called 911 on his cell phone simultaneously and got them to the side of the road.
Again,
Heads up, my man.
my man.
My man.
My man.
My man.
What?
Good for you. What?
I mean, it kind of gives me some hope for the youth now.
Well, I mean,
Because how many 12-year-olds are actually that heads up? Like,
Here's-
grandpa's having an issue, I gotta call 911 and try to drive when I don't know what I'm doing.
here's my thing about it is, you old. I know that, you old
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
You both old
71,
men.
yeah.
No, you old.
Oh, yeah.
He's old.
He's old, yeah.
Yeah, so
no.
they all have no faith in the upcoming youth.
That's true.
But some of these youths are being raised by people like me. I have a 7-year-old. That's only 5 years off from this fucking hero.
Right.
No,
my man.
your kid's smart.
Yes, because people like us are doing it.
Yeah.
So they're not as retarded as people are making them out to be. The
No.
youth is actually better. So
Right.
I'm just surprised that he was able to grab that wheel and get them safely over like that, because he's probably in the passenger seat like that, and he's probably freaking panicking. So the reserve that Bubbles, or whatever we're going to call this boy, Ben, shouts
Ben
out
Bubbles.
Ben. Yeah,
And
I think it's pretty good.
And they said the grandpa's doing better.
It's good.
Okay.
He's getting some function back. He can talk now.
Can we do the one thing though? Don't call it a decent stroke. All strokes are strokes, man.
True.
They're all bad.
Yeah, but some what I mean is
there's
like,
degrees to it, like
yeah.
first degree stroke, second degree stroke.
Some of them are just like.
Some of them are just playing golf and they missed. I get it.
I mean, some of them are like. That kid probably would have lost his shit if his grandpa had like a huge major stroke.
I feel it. I'm just busting your balls. But again, my man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. That kind of takes me. But I just want to throw that out there. I was driving a car at 13 because my drunken ass father was like, "Here, buddy,
hey, my man."
You're gonna take the
why
wheel.
is-
I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Why is he doing
My
that?
man over here blowing up his fucking dad's spot.
I'm just saying, man. Driving since 13.
Yeah,
like,
we got it.
I get it.
Small
I
bit,
get
man.
it.
I didn't know my dad, so I haven't been.
When I was a kid, I didn't know what like tolerance was. My dad has a very high tolerance. He would drink quite a few beers before he'd bring me home on the weekend.
Shit.
And like now that I'm older, I know how dangerous that was.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a kid and I didn't drink on my own, it was just wow. My dad can like drink a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Like to me, it wasn't like, oh, my dad should be pissing himself and falling over right now. But he drinks so much that much beer don't do shit to him.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was almost a norm with my dad too. Like he was always getting drunk. He was working and getting drunk. That was his life.
What's
Americans.
what we got next there, buddy?
We got the bad one. I didn't get the actual site because
Where-
I think you guys got it. I don't know. What do you? What do
I
you use at it?
actually?
I think Doug had it, but we can work off
we can
of
work-
it.
yeah, okay.
We can work it.
Okay, just read off the.
All right. So the bad, my man. Like, do we got a problem here? Is daughter hid from dead mom? Is what I got.
Oh, you didn't write the whole thing. Okay, so
Okay, I wrote down the gist of it. Here's what it is.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know where this happened because I didn't really read the whole article.
You guys fucking suck. I pulled it up.
We got the gist.
Yeah,
We got
fucking-
the gist.
Okay.
So there was this daughter, I'm assuming living with her mom,
Yes.
and her mom died.
Yes.
She covered the mom's body with 40 some odd blankets and 60 something
60 air fresheners.
air fresheners to hide the stank, which
She collected her mother's
while she was
government
collecting
checks.
checks off her mom,
Damn.
like the social securities and whatnots.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, my man, what the fuck is the problem?
Right.
Yeah. That's a little bit for money though. How you even gonna call it? And why? Where do you get 40 blankets? Who just has 40 blankets in their house?
I don't know. I might have 5
If that.
because in case I keep spares in case like something happens.
Yeah, guest or if you shit yourself, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have dogs. They might puke on your
But
blankets.
yeah, I mean, but 40?
I have 5 people living here. We've tried to use blankets before. We have like 14 of them.
Yeah.
There's 5 people living in my house. 14 blankets. This bitch is like, dude, crazy sale at Bed Bath and Beyond. Comforters,
Something. Man.
40 for $1.
Oh,
So
there
So
you
she
go.
just
There
she's
you
bought
go.
all the comforters.
First
but-
check you got. All right, I need this many. Man, why do you need
This
so many
bitch is starting to
comforters?
stink. I gotta go get some.
Yeah, and then
some
she's like,
blankets.
after the 39th blanket, she throws 40 down. She's like, I don't know about all this. You know what? We got a couple coupes. We got a couple coupons. We're gonna go ahead and buy some of these Febrezes.
Dude, you know
Yeah,
she went to the Dollar General.
Yeah, yeah. She went to the Dollar General. She didn't even get the good ones. She got those weird twisty ones that pull up a little bit, and she just like set them around her.
All day.
like it
All
looked like
day.
she was making a sacrifice to the god of a pure one. It was fucking stupid.
This is
This
what,
lady's
what
a
bothers
horrible
me.
human being.
I hope there was at least some point during this where she was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Never know.
No.
But it don't. When you
What
cover
do you
your
mean?
mom with 40 blankets
Right,
and 60
you're
Febreze, I
collecting
don't
her-
think you have that.
Yeah,
No. There was never a process where she's like, maybe this is a little crazy. She just went, going for it.
Going.
So, my man.
My man.
What the fuck?
What the
What the
fuck indeed.
fuck?
All
All
right.
day.
Like, that should be a little bit of a small town murder right there.
I don't know if it was a murder though. She was dead. I don't know if
She's
she
dead.
was murdered
Mm.
because I didn't get to read the whole article. I got it for you guys with the anticipation that you guys can read the article.
Shit, we gotta
I only read the
kinda
I only
wanna-
read the headline and the first paragraph. It was I'm not
I,
getting
I,
news for you people.
I read
anymore.
I read a decent chunk of the
Yeah,
article.
sure as fuck did, didn't you?
I just forget where it
It's all good.
happened.
It's all good, man. It's all good. So that's it for the my man's. good and bad.
Ooh.
We're gonna hit a little bit of that entertainment news now. First article we got, it's Umbrella Academy, huge success. That's what I got. I didn't get it.
Very happy with that.
It is.
It's
very good.
What is it, a show, or?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk about it.
It's 11 parts,
Okay.
11 episodes. As much as I read comics, this one got by me. I guess the comic was written by Gerard Way.
Okay.
Lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's written multiple comics.
I did not know.
For Young Animal. That was his comic book publishing company, Young Animal.
And I guess what it is, there could be, so far there's like 4 12-issue series,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that, and each season could be that.
Yeah, that's the way he kind of structured it perfectly for them. From what I read, I have never read the comics.
And if the comics have a story as good as the show, like if that sticks that close to the source material, like those are good comics.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause that story was really.
I'm only like 3 episodes in, and I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely different.
And I got what you were saying. Like when you watch the first episode, there's like 20-25 minutes where you're
Yeah, you're like, if this doesn't pick up, I'm gonna quit.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden they'll hit you with a scene, and you're like, oh shit, okay, now we're here. And then once they hit me with that scene in the first one, I'm not just spoil anything.
No.
But that first episode, trying to burp the mic, bro. Jesus Christ, you goddamn animal.
But
All right, yeah. As soon as the first episode, after they hit you with that 20 minutes intro, it's
Yeah.
boring as fuck. You're like, dude, I don't know.
Mhm.
And then it happens like 25 minutes in, it takes off, and it never stops. It never slows down.
I
It
can
keeps
see-
you right there.
So
the
now
whole
what is it?
freaking
Is
time.
it like
Okay, so
it's
premise.
kind of like it's like a mini X-Men in a way. They all have a different ability.
Okay.
They were all adopted by this one dude
Dude, it makes
who basically tried to make a superhero team.
It makes a lot of sense that Gerard Way did write the Umbrella Academy because he did work with Doom Patrol. It's very similar to like if Doom Patrol met the X-Men.
Yeah.
You get this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very like their origin stories are pretty interesting. I like the way he did the origin stories. That was
I'm
something
not all the way through yet. I'm only like 3 episodes in, so I
Well,
haven't
they
even really
start.
touched
That's
on-
the very beginning. Like there's 2. They're in Russia. They show you how this.
Oh
works.
yeah,
And the girl is just
flat
skinny.
stomach, yeah, flat stomach. and
She goes to get in the pool. There's just blood everywhere.
Spoilers.
No,
Spoilers.
spoilers,
So
yeah.
this is the very beginning, and it's not going to spoil anything really. But you see her swimming, and then there's a big thing of blood. She gets out, and she's got a pregnant belly, and then she just gives birth immediately.
What the fuck?
And the whole origin is that happened to 43 women simultaneously around the world. At the exact same minute, 43 of them were not pregnant, got pregnant, gave birth in like an hour.
Shit.
Yeah. So
And this guy went and adopted as many of those children as he could.
you got 7 of them, right?
Because they all ended up having special abilities.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it like mixes
It's cool.
X-Men and Doom Patrol.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now was it just something in the water, or it was just?
No,
happening?
we can't tell you, dude. You gotta watch the fucking
okay.
show.
Honestly, I don't
Alright.
understand completely,
Yeah,
but
let's just preface by saying watch that fucking show.
it's a damn good show, and
show.
I highly.
And it's not like the
recommend
rest of the superhero things on Netflix. If you are someone who has children, you can throw it on. It's fine. There's no sex. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of cussing. It's just
No, it's
it's
good.
just a story, and there's
Mhm.
action in it, and
Yeah.
it's So it's good.
Yeah.
Something to check out, definitely. All right, we got next on the list is a Dune huge cast is what I got on here, and I guess I can read off some of the names.
This might mean more to me than anybody else.
It definitely means more than you.
Definitely me, because I don't know
Hey,
shit
dude.
about shit.
David Lynch.
David Lynch?
That's
No, but David
Yeah,
Lynch
dude.
did the original.
That's
Dune
what
movie.
I'm saying. That's why I know it's dear
Yeah.
to you. You like David
Yeah.
Lynch, so you watch Dune, but
But this is all based off of a
a book.
1965 sci-fi novel.
It's a bunch of novels, correct? It's not just
Yes,
one.
it's
It's
more-
like a big series.
Yes, and this movie's supposed to be cut in 2.
Good, and it's got that guy who directed Arrival, I believe.
Denny
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
That is Vian.
And I will-
yeah.
It's Denis Villeneuve. It's French.
And if
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to say that name again today, I will get it wrong. I can only do it once right again.
I got you. I took French, so Denis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Alright.
But all right, so we got Timothy Chamlet, Dave Bautista, Charlotte Rampling, Rebecca Ferguson, Stella Skarsgård,
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, bro.
and then Javier Bardem?
Bardem.
I know
Javier.
half of these guys.
Okay, so Javier Bardem was the bad guy in Skyfall, James Bond, or No Country for Old Men. He's the cattle.
Okay.
The cattle puncher.
Yeah.
I thought I maybe it's not there, but I thought they were talking about Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and that's the big cast.
Zendaya's in it.
Zendaya's supposed to be. Yeah,
David Demolshin.
Yep, right there. Oscar Isaac.
That's
a big cast.
Yeah, it's a huge cast, and that's like, I think that's how they got to sell this movie because
because Dune, if you look at
the
it face
original
value,
Dune,
it's desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they never left that one place they found Luke Skywalker in.
It's like
I forget.
It's kind of like a lower rent Star Wars in a way.
But Star Wars is actually really heavily influenced by Dune.
But they go with it is.
Okay.
But they go. The main characters are on one planet, and then this other planet has this very valuable spice, and that's all the planet is. It's protected by worms. They have a way to do it all. And I love that movie.
You're not selling it for anybody.
I
You're
love
making it sound like Tremors in Kinnaman.
Okay,
so basically what I'm getting at is the white man needs to get the spices from all these other countries.
Are you talking about Avatar before Avatar? Is that what you're doing? They got their version of unobtainium right now? Is that what Dune's got? Man, I'm off.
No, it's not unobtainium.
I'm saying it's like the same principle. They got a spice and they got worms and
shit. Trying to find gold.
They can obviously get it very well because they're all wealthy.
Alright, well, fuck them.
I'm
here for the cast. I gotta see.
It's good.
I gotta see more about the trailer. I gotta see that drops.
Once the trailer comes out, but like the cast just keeps getting bigger. And not even just in size, but in names.
No, yeah, true.
They're getting a lot of great actors.
I mean, you got Zendaya coming off of The Greatest Showman, which won a bunch of awards. You got Momoa coming off of Aquaman. You got Brolin coming off of Infinity War.
Demolchin is one of the better secondary actors there is.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you got Batista.
He's not in the Ant-Man movies that much, but when he is, he fucking makes the most of those moments.
Oh yeah.
And it's so good. And he was that dude in Dark Knight.
He shot. Yeah, he's also in a great movie called Prisoners. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Terrence Howard, and Hugh Jackman. And he plays one of the suspects in a kidnapping, and he does it very, very well. He's a great secondary guy. He's also in.
I can think of what character he might play because he would be great at it.
Okay, well we'll save that one because we have no idea what the fuck Dune is.
Yes, I know.
Okay. I thought it was a video game too once.
No, Doom is a video game.
No, there was Dune. It was like a PC game, I think.
Yeah, I didn't do that. You guys are older than me, so
barely.
There could have been a game. I honestly don't remember.
Because it rings a bell, like, now that you're explaining the whole desert and they're trying to get something, like, it's very boring.
I get very into, like, David Lynch.
I know you do.
I like how weird his movies are.
True.
Weird and arty.
I mean, you might sell it for me. Mm-hmm. Alright, so next up, we got Jason, was it Reitman? Reitman gives us a Ghostbusters 3. And, right here the article says he'll be co-writing the new Ghostbusters with Gil Kenan. I guess he did the Monster House and Poltergeist. Taking up the mantle from his father, Ivan Reitman, who directed the original Ghostbusters and the second one. Younger Reitman also had a memorial cameo. Sorry, I can't read English.
There was a Spanish to be easier.
In the second, so it was just saying he was in the second film.
Just take up the torch for Dad.
Yeah, basically.
And what he said, basically what the article was about was they're gonna give Ghostbusters back to the fans. I'm not gonna talk shit on the Lady Ghostbusters because I did not watch it.
I will.
Which, to be fair, I thought that was 3.
That's its own thing.
Universe. It's in a different universe.
That was.
Gotcha.
It's weird.
Okay.
Because I don't understand why you'd call it Ghostbusters and not connect it.
Yeah.
Because they're all women. Here's my problem.
I've not heard anything good about it.
I will tell you this much right now. It's not good, and it's not because those women are not funny or they're not talented.
No, they had a great cast.
They had a great. It's just not a story that works for you because at the core, it is the nostalgia of what it is.
Yeah.
You can't take that away for a reboot and completely change direction. And then they stereotyped really hard. Okay, so Chris Hemsworth's in that movie, right?
Yeah.
And he is I forget the actress's name from the secretary from the original.
Yeah.
I forget the actress's name, but anyway. She's not really dumb or stupid. She's a secretary, right?
She's just got
Chris Hemsworth plays the super hot, super dumb guy. The only reason he's involved in that thing it's because they thought he was hot and they hired him.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I get why you would do that, but then they made him incredibly dumb, which made him funny.
Yeah.
But like he's a dumb jock who got a receptionist, and I was like, that's fucking stupid. But the ending, I will give them that. Is like it was a good twist. It was nice, but for the most part, they barely use Slimer, which is annoying. Slimer morphs into things, and the ghosts are just over exaggerated. It's like I like the simplicity of Ghostbusters. If we get back to that, it's great. But I mean, as far as those women go, they've all done really good projects everywhere else. Like I just don't like that movie.
I was so pumped for that cast.
Yeah, it wasn't executed right either, and everyone played to their traditional like Will Ferrell. He's almost always the same kind of character. Mm-hmm. They all did the same thing. Yeah. And I was like, I don't like that.
They all
like Kristen Wiig was the same person. Jenny McCarthy was the same person. Yeah. That one girl, I forget the blonde-haired lady from SNL was in it. I forget her name. It escapes me right now, but she's the same person in all those movies. Like, I thought you finally had a chance to like branch out a little bit and do something different with having such a big property, and you didn't. And it's not good.
I was sold on that movie by the cast alone, and I was excited. And then everybody that saw the movie, podcast-wise, that I listened to, or real people that I know, nobody had a good word to say about it.
Yeah, it fell short.
That's rough because I wanted Ghostbuster movie to be good.
Well, I like it when they do those all-female casts and stuff like that. I really want those movies to be successful because it is hard to find a diverse amount of leading ladies nowadays. I mean, you have like 4. Yeah. I want more. I like when a woman takes on a lead role.
Yeah. It works.
It works like a lot of the time, and so like when you see those group casting, you hope for the best. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, but I feel like what you do, and this goes back to the Dune thing, is you're gonna have too many stars sometimes. Yeah. Like, did anyone watch The Magnificent Seven by chance? Yes, the new one with Denzel? Yep. Too many stars. It is. Too many people. Like you're not figuring out how to lobby your screen time. It's just a lot.
Yeah, like if they would have made like a maybe 2-parter, 3-parter.
Yeah, you could do that because there's just too many stars.
So many.
There's too many people.
So you got to give them all their
equal time. And their time frames too. I mean, like you had Kristen Wiig, she's high up there. You had Melissa McCarthy. I almost said Jenny McCarthy. But
I can't remember the other 2 names.
Leslie Mann is one of them. Yeah. And I can't remember the other girl, but I don't care about her. But we're talking too much about the girl one. The reboot is supposed to be centered around the people who took up the mantle from the original guys, correct?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a direct number 3.
Are we gonna see the little boy?
Here's what I want. Okay,
if we don't see the little boy,
this leads us to a part that I'd like to call rewrites.
Rewrites, yeah.
What do we want to see? I want cameos.
Oh yeah.
You've got to give me the original 3.
Well, because we can't give you the
Yeah. Harold Ramis is gone.
R.I.P. Harold.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the other 3.
Yeah.
I know you're probably not gonna get Rick Moranis.
No, it makes sense though if you know his background and why he fell out of acting. I completely respect.
No, and I understand. Yeah. I will not be upset if he can't show up.
But it would be really cool.
It would be great. That would make my life.
Like Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, what's she doing? She can make it.
I think she did. The last thing I saw her in was Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
Or was it Defenders? It was one of the 2.
Defenders.
Yeah, that's the last thing I saw.
She was the villain in Defenders.
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
If you haven't watched Defenders by now, go fuck yourself.
It's pretty much.
Hot minute.
Fuck off hard.
Yeah.
I think the way to do this is you connect to the originals. So you take Sigourney Weaver's kid, who would be
I'm here for it.
Who would be Venkman's probably stepson by this point, who would know how to do it, and he could play the Bill Murray.
Well, yeah, you have to.
He could take over that character of like the smart guy, who makes like the wisecracks through the whole movie.
You know who I would like to see cast as that? I don't remember the guy's name, but it's gonna piss me off. He was on that show New Girl.
Which one or which guy?
The
one who falls in love with Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah, that guy. I know.
I would love him to be. His name escapes me. He was in the movie Tag.
The dude that always has the stubble beard.
Yeah, he was in the movie. He was in 21 Jump Street. Yeah, I'm one gay black kid getting punched in the face away from a nervous breakdown. I think he'd be a great Venkman.
Oh, easily. He's.
God, I'm sorry, sir. If you ever decide to get really fucking bored or pissed drunk and listen to this, I appreciate you. Your name escapes me though. Be better.
There you go.
Jake something.
Yeah. He played Peter Parker's voice in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you look that up, please? Appreciate that.
And I think he'd
be great.
He would, because when I saw Let's Be Cops,
He was the only funny part.
He was, and he was very Murray-like.
We're talking about this guy?
Yeah, that dude.
Right.
Shouts out.
Jake Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jake
I knew his
Johnson.
name was
Shout
Jake
out.
something.
There you go.
Now, for the fact that Ghostbusters was diverse, I think you keep that. But I don't know who would be the Ernie Hudson, because they would
African American gentleman?
they would probably push for Kevin Hart.
No,
No.
can't have him. He's too over the top.
Yeah, he is.
Because Ernie
he was very subtle.
He was the very much the voice of reason. Like, dude, we should fuck off of this.
Yeah.
So
It's like, oh, it's just like a big thing of Jello. Everybody, I hate Jello. Like, his jokes,
Like, I'm gonna
his
throw it out
jokes
there.
stick, but they were subtle.
yeah,
What about like a Michael B. Jordan?
I think
type
that's
character?
too small for
Too
the role.
small. Too small.
Too small for him.
I mean, he's lobbying for being the new Superman in the 52
Yeah,
years, which
true,
would
true.
kill it.
Kill it.
I think you take young Wayans.
Yeah.
You take a young Wayans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you put the
Damon
Wayans.
Wayans Jr.
Yeah, Damon Wayans Jr. You take
Okay.
a young Damon Wayans.
Him and Jake Johnson work a lot
They
together.
work a
anyway.
lot together, and they do well.
Yeah.
And I think just because, for the sake of diversity, Harold Ramis's character, the smart guy,
Yeah.
you got to make that a woman.
I would take that.
You got to make that a woman.
I would definitely take that.
Yeah. You got to make it like, I mean, shit. Make it.
This is good.
There's so many options you could actually have.
There are.
I would say like a Zoe Deschanel would work because she's a little bit like on the odd side.
Yeah.
Like an Aubrey
And-
Plaza would maybe work pretty well in that role.
I like the Zoe Deschanel. She could be very weird,
Yeah.
and that's
Quirky.
what Ramis was. He was
He was
quirky.
weird and
Dude. He was a quirky dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Dan Aykroyd character would need to be, he's shy, reserved,
Mm-hmm.
and
I mean,
I'm having a hard time with that one.
no, that one's a little tough for me because it'd have to be a lesser known actor.
So like a new guy maybe, just
Yeah.
a Randy.
Just yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I
it could
think-
be.
I think that, I mean, for what I would possibly do with it, I would like to see someone from like a smaller TV show on like the CW or something like that. One of those lead characters, like maybe what's that one kid's name? They were the twins on that Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He's on Riverdale.
Oh, you're talking
Cole
about
something or another.
Cole Sprouse.
Oh, Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe him and
I
he's
like
a little
that.
awkward.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
little awkward. I think it'd be good. Now
I would also, not to try to make this movie nothing but diversity,
Mhm.
but since you brought up the CW, the kid who plays Vibe,
Yeah, Cisco
on the
Ramone's
flag,
character,
I
he's
would-
leaving. He's leaving the
yeah,
Flash anyway,
and I would
so.
think he could be a good Aykroyd type for that movie, possibly.
I can see that.
I could see a little bit of that
Because
as well.
he
'Cause
gets
can be
pretty awkward on
yeah,
that
yeah,
show,
oh,
yeah.
And he's funny too, and Aykroyd can be a
And
little
smart
funny.
as shit.
Oh.
He can
But-
play super smart.
But the thing is, spacey. Because you gotta remember, like, the way Aykroyd would, he go, blah, 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 like, he'd be basically, like, remember, he would talk really fast like he did in Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we need someone like that, and I feel like Cole Sprouse is. That's my pick.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we got
These are solid picks.
we got the cast pretty much hashed out. Now, what would the plot premise be, other than, I think, you're trying to figure out, I think that Jake Johnson being Binkman's protege, essentially,
Yeah.
and he's still trying to keep the business alive.
Yes.
And then the other guys have moved on to greener pastures.
Oh yes.
Yeah, all the other kids are like, we
They're
want
all
nothing to do with
retired.
it. We're all
Yeah,
retired.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
good. And then something has to happen in the city to where it affects, I think, one of the original Ghostbuster guys.
Yes.
Like a haunting happens or like a supernatural event happens. Maybe he even goes missing. I don't fucking know.
Right.
And it brings them all together.
Yes.
Because you have to have a culmination. You
No,
can't
this
just
is
have
good.
them hanging
This is
out.
good. I think oh god, because they would know, like, if you bring back, I don't know, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
You
I
gotta
was gonna say
gotta
that.
have him. And you gotta have Slimer. You can't have
Slimer
Yeah.
and Marshmallow Man are like,
because you can't have Vigo or whatever the fuck his name
No,
is.
Vigo.
Vigo's gone forever. And
Vigo.
that guy's a horrible human being. I heard as an actor. So
yeah.
he's actually I think he went to jail.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that too. Well, oh my god, why am I blanking on the villain from the first movie?
The villain for the
Because it was some kind of demon.
Yeah. it was.
gatekeeper.
Yeah, the gatekeeper.
Yeah, don't bring that back.
No, you can't.
Or if you can go get Rick Moranis
Yeah,
and you get Sigourney, you could do it again.
you could.
The only way you could do that is if
That
you
is
went
the
back.
only way it's acceptable.
Yeah. I'd like to see
I would.
an idea of I like the haunted artifact. I always like the haunted artifact. It
Yes,
works for a
that-
ghost story
yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
maybe something like with a Necronomicon,
Yeah.
or maybe an exhibit of like something from
Dude, if
ancient
you-
Egypt thing, because people love that shit.
True.
Like an exhibit going on in New York
I'm gonna be honest.
Times Square or something.
If you could do a Ghostbusters and you mix in Cthulhu,
that would never work. It would you and your Cthulhu would never work. It would never. Just shut it down.
You said Necronomicon.
Yeah, okay, because it's the Book of Death.
Yeah.
Cthulhu's a cult with a supernatural octopus. I don't give a fuck. I don't see an octopus. We're gonna have a Stay Puft Man. We're gonna have a giant kraken crawling through the city.
Because you gotta get them back into the void.
All right, now you have to explain too much.
Fair enough.
A little Necronomicon's like, oh, it's the Book of the Dead. Why are you reading that? Oh,
right.
Shit, you only saw the spirits. Fuck off. It's done.
All right, I read Necronomicon.
Right,
I gotta show you.
And I want the bad guy. I don't give a fuck. Idris Elba's the bad guy. Always. I think he'd be a great bad guy. He looks great in makeup. He looks great in everything he does.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome man. So
that's women love him.
And you bring in the demographic. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's what they tried to use him for in Thor, but they put that giant fucking helmet on him.
I think they just use him for diversity. To be quite
That
honest,
too.
he's a British guy who's jacked and he looks good.
That too,
Yeah.
but
And-
you get Idris Elba and you put him in that helmet where you can barely see
But
his
then they
face.
put him in dreads and killed him. So I mean, there's that
Yeah.
too. So, all right. So I mean, are we pretty solid on the rewrite?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm excited.
I feel like it'll
I like working with
bring
you.
in the old, bring in the new.
I like working with you guys on this. Like, me and Jose do that sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Where he'll like one of us will just randomly bring up a movie and I'm like, dude, what if it happened this way?
Yeah.
And then I lose so much time.
Oh yeah. All right. If we're done with that rewrite, we're going to.
No, we're just
doing it. Okay.
No, we'll do some stuff.
You guys good? All right. We're moving to another segment called "That's Fucked." That's what we're calling it. And the first one is, I'll read the article. For $5,000, you can hunt Bigfoot with Jose Canseco.
That's all you need to read.
That's
Don't even get into big details.
Yeah,
Just give us the headlines.
That's it.
What?
So,
What?
if you listen to Crime and Sports, Jose Canseco's life, vastly interesting, but he is dumb as shit.
Clearly.
And he pissed all his money away.
Clearly.
He's come up with these ideas so many times.
He wanted to fight Shaq.
Yes.
In
But
an
now,
MMA fight.
he needs money to the point where whether he believes in Bigfoot or not, he's like, hey, I will take you around Las Vegas to hunt Bigfoot for $5,000.
I'm not gonna try to get angry right now. I'm gonna do my damnedest not to be upset.
All right, can I read off the?
Can you read a little segment?
Give us a little
this
something.
is like the article that is announcing it and telling everybody about it. So okay, it's spend the weekend with Jose for $5,000 cash. Only 5 lucky individuals will get a golden ticket. Oompa Loompas ain't got nothing on Bigfoot. Travel in his custom RV
The article made the joke for me.
to authentic alien sightings and proven Bigfoot habitats. Camp out in the wild, tell stories, meet real Bigfoot. You never know what's gonna happen.
So he's just trying to span this into all supernatural.
Yes, yes.
Hey, no.
So-
No, thank you.
So you want me to give you $5,000 cash? Very important on the cash.
That's a 2006 Kia. Okay,
to-
that's fine.
To hang out in your RV with your
And
roided
this
out
is like
ass.
not
because-
even a sorry. Go ahead. I was
because-
just okay.
Like
I'm just up in arms. I'm sorry.
all,
Never mind.
whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, states like Ohio, the most sightings are usually in the Washington, Vancouver area. Like,
rural areas down south
Yeah.
too, though.
not,
He was in the Everglades.
but you're not. Yeah, but you're not.
Bro, you know.
But the desert, where the hell is he gonna?
That's what I'm saying. What fucking trees are you finding in Vegas where you're like, dude, you know that cactus? Could have been.
Could have been.
Fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm angry.
I'm glad.
I'm not okay with this. Because
This hurts my ass thinking that this is a thing.
Roswell's New Mexico, so first off, what fucking alien sightings have you seen in Las Vegas, you dickbag?
Right.
Okay? The only alien you're gonna see is someone who's undocumented. Okay, that's the only fucking thing you're gonna see in alien-wise in Las Vegas. Secondly, has anyone ever reported a freaking Bigfoot sighting in Las Vegas? Other than the guy with size 16s walking around? Like, what the fuck is this?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, it's
And that's the thing, like
because-
reading it and just you're giving this guy $5,000. It doesn't guarantee you a spot.
I mean, you're giving him $5,000 to hang out in an RV.
Basically,
maybe hang out in an RV for a weekend with a guy who still puts needles in his ass. I don't have time for you.
There's no way he's still not.
I don't have time. Fuck you, Jose Canseco. You know what? Fuck you. Yeah. The only cool thing that ever came from you was when Jim Carrey yelled your name and liar, liar.
That story is fucked.
That's super fucked. What else is fucked up though?
All right, so now we go over to Toronto. A man turned. All right, hold on, let me.
Toronto. Shouts out Toronto.
Well, the article says Toronto man recreates Mona Lisa in backyard rink. So, Robert. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I picked this one because it's kind of fucked to me. I don't know how you do that.
So it just starts off. His name is Robert Greenfield. Posted a time-lapse video on YouTube showing how he used a shovel after recent heavy snowfall to etch out Mona Lisa in the snow that fell in his backyard ice rink. Computer artwork bears striking or something. Yeah, bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen the picture. It looks good.
Let's see if
What the? Hey, Dave.
Yes.
I'm set. I'm set right now.
Why?
How's that fucked? When I think that's fucked, I think like
How
if
do
you
you-
said he recreated the Mona Lisa in fecal matter at a Wendy's, that's fucked. Your homeboy had all the snow,
Yeah,
and
but he took the time to do it.
so that's not fucked. It's impressive.
I mean, fuck can mean anything.
It's true though.
I mean, I've been impressed. I've been impressed by things where I was like, dude, that's fucked that you can do that.
I've never put it that way.
I have.
I always been like, oh, what do you mean? Like they set that house
I
on
get-
fire and there was like 16 people trapped inside.
Like
That's
that,
fucked.
up.
I
Yeah.
guess I. Yeah.
I think you
I guess I
fucked
should
up.
stop doing everything the way I think about things.
Yeah, you should. The consumer. But anyway,
so you
kudos to.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Because I was really impressed that guy
that
took
should
the
be
time
shouts
to
out.
do
You
that.
should shout him out. Robert
Well,
Greenfield.
there you go.
Is that what you said?
I'm gonna
Robert
say
Greenfield?
that's
Yeah,
a
it was
fucked up
Robert
shout out.
Greenfield, yeah.
Shout out Mona Lisa Robert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for making Mona Lisa.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to play in the snow.
I mean,
really
hey,
impressive.
if you're gonna reenact the Mona Lisa,
You don't reenact it because it's a painting, but you recreate it.
yeah, that.
Okay, yeah, there's that.
I suck at English, but
I know it's true. I know it's a second language for you.
It is though.
I know it is. You told me that. That wasn't even supposed to be a joke. That was a real thing.
Fuck you, Rose.
Okay, thank you. I deserve that.
All right, so again, we're kind of sticking with Canada. King of West Africa tribe gardener in Canada. So,
This one's definitely fucked up.
alright. So the King of West Africa tribe has returned to Canada to resume his job as a gardener in order to raise money to provide health care for his new subjects. Quotation on subjects. Eric Manu became royalty when his 67-year-old uncle Dat passed away last year. He said, "It's a huge experience. You have to embrace it with passion. It's something of my heritage, my culture, and traditions. But now the chief of the Akan tribe, located in the village of Adansi, oh wow, a bunch of weird names. He returned to North America country and taken his old job back. We'll be back to British Columbia. He has returned to landscaping and gardening in the town
Oh shit.
in a bid to raise cash for 6,000 strong tribe. Sure. I think is that a picture of them?
I just.
Yeah, that looks like.
Oh shit.
No,
No.
Um.
You sure?
no, that's Amazon. We're talking Africa,
All
bro.
right, never mind.
Okay, so
You're right.
can we just condense this? Dave, you read the article.
Yes.
Plus, I read it out.
Yep.
Okay, so you're telling me that this guy inherited a tribe of 6,000 people, and he wants to go work as a gardener in Canada
Canada.
but he's a king of this
He's
tribe.
yes.
Yes.
He was originally a gardener in Canada,
Okay.
and when his uncle died, he must have inherited
Oh,
the kingdom of that tribe. However you want to say that. He became king of that tribe when his uncle died. And then he wants, I don't know, healthcare, it said, for his people.
Why?
So he went back to.
I mean, what better place
He went
to
back
get
to
healthcare?
Canada to become a gardener again to get money for their healthcare.
I'm trying to.
I was trying to keep up with two.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Another part is for me, like, I feel like British Columbia, because that's Vancouver, that's, you know, the most western part of Canada.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the furthest from Africa.
true enough.
Yeah.
However, you're the king.
Yeah.
Make your subjects go work.
It's true.
Do that. He's the king of fucking wood.